Have you ever been jolted awake in the middle of the night by a sudden, sharp cramp in your leg? You know the feeling. Your calf or thigh tightens up like a knot, and no matter how you stretch or rub it, the pain just lingers. It's frustrating, isn't it? And if you're like me, you might have wondered, why does this keep happening? Is there something simple I can do to stop it? Well, my friend, you're not alone. Those pesky leg cramps can sneak up on us as we get older, but here's the good news. What you eat can make a world of difference. Today, we're going to talk about 4 everyday foods that can help prevent those stubborn leg cramps. These aren't fancy supplements or hard-to-find ingredients, just delicious, wholesome foods you might already have in your kitchen. And the best part? They're packed with the vitamins and minerals your muscles crave to stay relaxed and strong. Let's start with the first one. A classic favorite that's as easy to enjoy as it is to peel. The humble banana. Now, you've probably heard that bananas are good for cramps, and there's a reason they're at the top of the list. Bananas are loaded with potassium, a mineral that acts like a peacekeeper for your muscles. When potassium levels dip, your muscles can get twitchy or cramped, especially at night. But here's the thing. As we age, our bodies don't hold on to potassium as well as they used to. That's why slipping a banana into your day is such a simple fix. Maybe you mash one into your morning oatmeal, like I do, or blend it into a smoothie. Even if you're not a big fruit eater, a few slices with a sprinkle of cinnamon can feel like a treat. And if bananas aren't your thing, don't worry. We'll talk about another potassium powerhouse in just a bit. But first, let me share a little story. A few months back, my neighbor Margaret told me she'd been waking up with cramps every night. She'd tried stretching, heating pads, you name it. Then she started eating half a banana before bed just as a snack. Within a week, no more cramps. Now, I'm not saying it'll work that quickly for everyone, but it's worth a try, right? Okay, on to our second food. A colorful, versatile veggie that's as good roasted as it is mashed. Let's talk about sweet potatoes. Now, sweet potatoes aren't just for holiday dinners. These vibrant orange gems are packed with 2 key nutrients, magnesium and, you guessed it, potassium. Magnesium is like the relaxation mineral. It helps your muscles unwind after a long day. And when you pair it with potassium, it's a 1-2 punch against cramps. Here's the best part. Sweet potatoes are easy. You can bake one in the oven, mash it with a touch of butter, or even cube it and toss it into a soup. My grandkids love them sliced into fries and baked with a pinch of paprika. But my favorite way? A simple baked sweet potato with a drizzle of honey and a dash of cinnamon. It's like dessert, but it's doing your legs a favor while you eat it. Oh, and if you're thinking, but I'm not a fan of sweet flavors, try a savory twist. A sprinkle of rosemary or garlic powder can make it feel hearty and satisfying. The goal here isn't to overhaul your diet overnight. It's about making small, tasty swaps that add up. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Bananas and sweet potatoes? That's it? What else is on the list? Well, my friend, we're just getting started. But before we move on, let me leave you with this. These 2 foods aren't just about stopping cramps. They're about giving your body the fuel it needs to keep you moving, gardening, dancing, or chasing after grandkids, whatever brings you joy. Now, I promised we'd get to some surprising foods, didn't I? Well, here's one that might make you think of Popeye, but trust me, this isn't just cartoon logic. Let's talk about spinach. Yes, those dark leafy greens you might have pushed around your plate as a kid. But before you roll your eyes, let me tell you why this veggie is a secret weapon against leg cramps. Spinach is like nature's multivitamin. It's bursting with magnesium, which, as we talked about earlier, helps your muscles relax. But it's also rich in calcium, another key player in muscle function. You see, calcium tells your muscles when to contract, and magnesium tells them when to let go. If those 2 aren't in balance, well, that's when cramps can creep in. Now I know what you're thinking. How do I make spinach taste good without drowning it in dressing? Here's a trick. Sauté it with a little garlic and olive oil. It takes just minutes, and the flavor is so much better than the soggy stuff from a can. Or toss a handful into a soup or omelet. It wilts down to almost nothing, so you barely notice it's there. My friend Ed swears by adding a cup of spinach to his morning scrambled eggs. He says it keeps him cramp-free during his daily walks, and he's 78 and still hikes every weekend. Now, on to our fourth food, and this one's perfect for snacking. Let's talk about almonds. These little nuts are like tiny powerhouses. Just a small handful gives you a boost of magnesium, plus healthy fats and protein to keep you feeling full. But here's the kicker. Almonds also have vitamin E, which helps improve blood flow. Better circulation means more oxygen getting to those hard-working muscles, and that can mean fewer cramps. You don't need to eat a whole bag, of course. Just a quarter cup a day does the trick. Keep some in your purse or pocket for a quick snack, or chop them up and add a crunch to your salad or oatmeal. My personal favorite? A spoonful of almond butter spread on apple slices. It's sweet, salty, and satisfying, and it's doing double duty for your legs. Now, I'll let you in on a little secret. When I first started adding almonds to my diet, I didn't notice a change overnight. But after a few weeks, I realized I wasn't waking up with that familiar tightness in my calves anymore. And the best part? They're so easy to incorporate. No cooking required. Just grab and go. But here's something important. If you're not used to eating nuts, start slow. Your digestive system might need time to adjust, and if chewing whole almonds is tough, try slivered or sliced ones. They're just as nutritious and easier on the teeth. Now, imagine putting this all together. A plate with spinach, sweet potatoes, a banana for dessert, and a few almonds on the side. It's not a diet. It's just good food. And the beauty of these choices is that they're not only fighting cramps, they're also boosting your heart health, keeping your bones strong, and giving you energy. It's like giving your body a tune-up, one bite at a time. But I know change can feel overwhelming. Maybe you're thinking, how do I remember to eat all these things every day? Here's my advice. Start with one. Pick the food that feels easiest. Bananas, almonds, whatever fits into your routine. Then, once that becomes a habit, add another. Small steps, my friend. That's how lasting change happens. And if you're worried about cost or time, don't be. Frozen spinach works just as well as fresh, and it's often cheaper. Almonds might seem pricey, but a small bag lasts weeks if you're just having a handful a day. And bananas? Well, they're practically the bargain bin of the produce section. Now, I've got one more food to share with you, one that's probably sitting in your pantry right now. But before we get to that, let's not forget the simplest ingredient of all, water. Dehydration is a sneaky culprit behind muscle cramps, especially as we get older. Our sense of thirst isn't as sharp as it once was, so it's easy to forget to sip throughout the day. But pairing these foods with plenty of fluids, that's the golden combo. So, fill up that water glass, grab a handful of almonds, and let's keep this conversation going. The next food on our list? Let's just say, it's something you might have never guessed. There's one more thing hiding in your pantry that could help keep those leg cramps at bay. And no, it's not a magic pill or a pricey supplement. It's something far simpler. Water. Now, I know what you're thinking. Water isn't a food. And you're right, but staying hydrated is like oiling the hinges of a door. Without it, everything creaks and sticks. Let me explain. As we age, our bodies don't always send us clear thirst signals like they used to. We might go hours without a sip and not even realize it. But dehydration thickens your blood, making it harder for nutrients like potassium and magnesium to reach your muscles. That's why pairing those 4 foods we talked about, bananas, sweet potatoes, spinach, and almonds, with plenty of fluids is so important. Here's an easy trick. Keep a pitcher of water where you'll see it, on the kitchen counter, next to your favorite chair, or by the crossword puzzle. Add a slice of lemon, cucumber, or a sprig of mint if plain water feels boring. And if you're someone who forgets to drink, tie it to a habit you already have. For example, take 3 sips every time you check the clock or during commercial breaks. Small sips add up. Now, let's take a breath and look at the big picture. We've covered 4 foods that are easy to find, easy to prepare, and easy to love. Let's do a quick recap, not to repeat ourselves, but to tie it all together. First, bananas. Your go-to potassium boost. Whether in oatmeal, smoothies, or just as a quick snack, they're nature's answer to muscle tension. Then, sweet potatoes. Those vibrant, magnesium-rich gems that can be savory or sweet. Roast them, mash them, or slice them into fries. They're as flexible as they are nutritious. Next up, spinach. The leafy green that's not just for salads. Sauté it, blend it, or tuck it into an omelet, and you're giving your muscles the calcium and magnesium they need to stay calm. And don't forget almonds, the crunchy, portable snack that packs magnesium, vitamin E, and a dose of keep-going energy. Add water to the mix, and you've got a recipe for happier legs. But here's the thing. You don't need to overhaul your life overnight. Start with one change. Maybe swap that afternoon cookie for a handful of almonds, or add a glass of water to your morning routine. Progress, not perfection, is what matters. Think of these foods as your teammates. Quiet, steady supporters working in the background so you can keep doing the things you love. Whether it's tending your roses, playing with grandkids, or finally tackling that closet you've been meaning to organize, feeling good in your body makes everything more enjoyable. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you tried any of these foods? Did you notice a difference? Or maybe you found another trick that helps. Share your stories in the comments below. We're all in this together, learning and growing. And if you found this helpful, do me a favor. Tap that like button and subscribe to the channel. It's completely free, and it lets me know you'd like more videos like this. My goal? To help you live your vibrant, active life, no matter the number on the birthday cake. Before I go, I'll leave you with this. Aging isn't about slowing down. It's about tuning in, listening to your body, nourishing it with kindness, and celebrating every small victory. So here's to fewer cramps, more comfort, and a life that keeps surprising you with joy. Thanks for spending this time with me, friend. Now go enjoy that glass of water, and maybe sneak an almond or two while you're at it. You've earned it.